You let me die, you abandoned me, and now, you have to live with it. Jason Todd. Not every story about heroes is about victory. Some are about failure. And maybe that's why Jason Todd, the second Robin, is one of the most human stories in the Batman legacy. He wasn't just a sidekick. He wasn't just a soldier in Gotham's war. He was Batman's son in every way that mattered. And yet, he became the one thing Bruce could never escape: his greatest failure. Jason Todd wasn't like Dick Grayson. He wasn't graceful. He wasn't calm. He was fire. He was reckless. And maybe that's why fans loved him, and why villains feared him. But one man didn't just fear him. He destroyed him. The Joker didn't kill a Robin that night with a crowbar. He killed the innocence of Batman himself. Because when the bomb exploded, and Bruce arrived too late, Gotham lost more than a partner. Batman lost his son. A good person. A good person who died because I failed him. Batman. But death wasn't the end. Jason came back. And with him, all the rage, all the betrayal, all the questions that burned in his heart. Tell me, what hurts more? That I'm back from the dead? Or that it took me dying for you to notice me? Jason didn't just blame the Joker. He blamed Batman for not saving him, for not avenging him, for moving on with another Robin, as if Jason was replaceable. This is where the wound goes deeper, because Jason Todd became living proof that even the greatest hero in the world can fail. When Jason put on the Red Hood, it wasn't just about becoming a vigilante. It was about becoming a question mark for Batman himself. I'm not talking about killing Penguin or Scarecrow or Dent. I'm talking about him, just him. And doing it because he took me away from you. For Jason, justice wasn't enough. He wanted revenge. And in that moment, he became something more than a fallen Robin. He became Batman's greatest failure made flesh. A reminder of what happens when the mission isn't enough. Jason didn't fall because of weakness. He didn't die because of choice. He died because Batman wasn't there. And for Bruce, that wound never healed. Every time he looks at Jason, he doesn't see the Red Hood. He sees the boy he couldn't save. I thought I'd lost everything that night. And then I lost you again. Batman. And maybe that's why Jason is so powerful as a symbol. Because he shows us the side of heroes we often forget. The pain, the guilt, the reality that no matter how strong you are, you can still fail the ones you love most. That's what makes Jason's story resonate with us. We all have scars. We've all been let down by someone who was supposed to be there. We've all carried anger we didn't know what to do with. Jason's pain is universal. He didn't just become Red Hood to fight criminals. He became Red Hood to fight the part of himself that felt abandoned, unwanted, forgotten. And maybe that's why he feels so real. Because his story isn't about powers, it's about wounds. So why is Jason called Batman's greatest failure? Because he's the proof that Batman's rules, no killing, no crossing the line, came at a cost. Jason looked at Bruce and asked the question no one else dared. Why? Why is he still alive? Why is the Joker breathing after everything he's done? Batman had no answer that Jason could accept. And in that silence, a bond was broken. Jason wasn't just another fallen soldier. He was the son Batman couldn't save, and the man Batman couldn't stop. Jason Todd's story is tragic, but it's also true to life. Because sometimes, the people we love most will fail us. Sometimes, we will become the scars they can't heal. But here's the lesson. Failure doesn't end the story, it transforms it. Jason Todd became Red Hood not because he was weak, but because he was strong enough to survive. And maybe, in the end, that's why his story matters. Because even when you are someone's greatest failure, you still have the power to decide what comes next. I forgive you for not saving me, but I'll never forgive you for letting him live. Red Hood.